I'm Danny Koontz, Director of Relationship Management, Windy City. Welcome to another episode of FM Corner. Today we're going to talk about 4 components of a good listener. We've spoken about listening before and how important it is. So I wanted to do a little topic today talking about what are the components that make a person a good listener. And you can listen to these today and then evaluate yourself. Am I a good listener or am I not? And if I'm not, are some of the things that we talked about today, is that something I need to work on or do? So let's jump right into the 4 components. Component number 1, just don't be silent the whole time when someone else is speaking. You obviously don't want to be an interrupter, a person that every 30 seconds you're jumping in. But just sitting there listening and nodding your head doesn't help the other person. If there's a topic as they are speaking to you and so on, that you have an interjection which may help that conversation along, bring it up. You can say, excuse me, 1 second, I have a question. I want to ask something. And then ask right then, as opposed to waiting to the end or, hey, I'm just taking notes. What are you taking notes about? And so on. Stop. Be a part of the conversation. Don't dominate it, and don't do it every 20 or 30 seconds. But as you're listening and the person is talking to you about whatever their subject is, if there's something you need to know or a point you want to make or a question to ask, politely stop and ask the question so that the person that is speaking to you will know you're engaged in the conversation because you have, in a point in the middle of it, stop to ask a question or provide a comment or give a suggestion or any of that. So don't just believe that the way of a good listener is you talk and I'll just sit here and listen. That doesn't help them because they don't get a feeling of are you engaged in what that conversation's about. Second item is interaction that helps build a person's self-esteem. When they are talking and they make a valid point, or something that you agree with, be sure and let them know that. Like, I completely understand. I know what it is that you're talking about that's happened to me before. I'll share it later. But provide them with input and provide them with things that build them up. You don't lie to them. You don't tell them something you don't believe in. But if they make a good point or there is something there that you can relate to, be sure and tell them. What that does is help open them up for them to communicate more to you as they go along because they get more at ease. If they're not at ease, they're going to be a person that tells you, okay, this is it, and they're not getting outside the boundaries. When they believe that you genuinely care and you're building them up by agreeing to some of the comments they made, if you agree, or something like that, or adding on a piece, anything like that, you are helping build their self-esteem. And what you're going to get out of that is more comments and more openness, which is only going to help you as you try to assist them with their issue. Third part is cooperative conversation, what both of you are seeking. Not a conversation with a winner, because you don't have winner and losers in these conversations. But how can I help? What do you actually need from me? You want my opinion of what you're doing? Do you want me to say where I agree with the road that you're going down? Do you also want me to counter that with where I think there might be some potholes, something like that? What are you looking for from me? And then let them know that. If a person says, I just want to tell you this and I want you to agree with me, no, I can't do that. I have to hear what it is that you're going to tell me, and then I'll let you know what parts of I agree, and I'm sure there will be some. And there's probably some parts that maybe I see it a different way, and I should tell that to you as well. My obligation is to be real. Just nod my head and say, okay, I agree. That doesn't help you if I don't. So have a conversation that you're trying to provide value. I'm trying to give you what it is that you're looking for while speaking the truth. At the end of the day, you have to be truthful to the other person, but try to pull from them what are they actually looking for? A suggestion, a confirmation? Are they looking for a validation of what they're doing? What are they looking for? And then try to provide the answers that you're going to give in that sort of text. Fourth person tends to make suggestions and other insights. They don't say, well, here's what I'd do, because what they might do is different than what you might be wanting to do or planning to do. But insights and questions and asking so you can help them make the best decision. Have that conversation, try to pull that out of them. Help them see different avenues. Maybe there's another way. Have you thought about this? It's a suggestion. I don't know if that works according to what you're thinking, but let me just throw it out there. It's a suggestion, and maybe there's something in that might help you. So don't strong arm them. This is what you do, or you're going about it all wrong. You defeat the conversation from the word go. But let me offer a suggestion, or have you looked at it in this way, which is different than what we've been talking about today? And let me explain a little bit of that, and then you tell me if I'm on the right track or not. But you're not telling them, you're suggesting, and you're asking them. A good listener is not being a sponge that absorbs what another person's telling you, but you're like a trampoline. You're going up and down, offering suggestions. Here are comments. Here are things I heard you say. I want to clarify where we are. And then I'm listening for a little bit. And then I'm bringing another comment to the table. I'm asking you. So I'm jumping again on the trampoline. I'm going up and down. I'm absorbing all that you're saying, but I'm asking you what you're looking for, and then I'm going to try to provide that in the context in which you want. Look at how you do listening. Do you do those 4 things that we just talked about today? If not, try something a little different the next time. At the end of the day, you're wanting people to open up. You're wanting them to be real with you. And what they're looking for is you to be real with them. If they absolutely knew what to do and there was no question in their mind, or they had the answer to the issue, they wouldn't be in here talking anyway. They'd just go make the decision. But they're asking and they're looking for your guidance or your help or a listening voice. Give them that, and always be honest. That's my talk for today. Thank you very much for listening. As you know, advice is always free at Windy City. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thank you very much.